Leo, this is Mimi with Divination by Mimi. Welcome to your November 2017 tarot reading with a little bit of astrology and oracle if necessary. So you are a fixed fire sign, and your ruling planet is the sun. The sun right now is into Scorpio, will be moving into Sagittarius later in the month. And also in the sun is where the center of the universe is. This is why you are kind of a jovial, expansive, creative, expressive energy. And it's why you tend to be the center of attention. Again, you're ruled by the sun. The sun is the center of the solar system, right? It's the source of light that we all enjoy in this Milky Way. So there's a good reason. I think you're the lion, the king of the jungle, queen of the jungle. So that it all matters, and it's all related. And your motto is "I will." So you will things into existence, and that's wonderful. That kind of power and energy, and it's a force of nature. That's why Leos are some of the best leaders and the most successful people. They're a force of nature, a force to be reckoned with. A little bit about astrology right now, what's in the sky. The North Node is in your constellation, and the North Node is the collective goal of our soul, our humanity's, or not just humanity, the sentient life form collective soul. It is what we are striving to be, which is the high octave of your nature. Again, that self-expression, the agape love, the creativity, the joy, living from the heart, really truly living from Tiferet, from the heart. So that's what's going on there in your constellation. That's about all that's in your constellation, with the exception of the moon making a visit. Big stuff that's happening elsewise, because this is Scorpio season. Right now there are a lot of planets in Scorpio, so this is going to be a very impactful November. So Scorpio is the world of shadows. It is the world of the unconscious. It's the 8th house, the house of death and sex and inheritance of other people's money and things that aren't normally part of polite conversation. However, they exist and they motivate us. So when people say you talk about Jungian concepts of doing your shadow work or looking into the shadow realm, that's a very real thing. It's about looking at that dark side of ourselves that we don't like to acknowledge, but that's there, and assimilating it with the side that we are happy to show off to everyone, because it's part of us. Being okay with the not so great and the great, and it helps to heal. So that's why Scorpio is so important, and having a lot of planets in there is going to be very impactful. So one of the big planets that's in there is Jupiter. Jupiter is an energy that's similar to your energy, expansive, illuminating, big, fun. It's bringing that energy into the shadow world. So we will be illuminating and looking at those things that have not been visible, that have been in the subconscious or the unconscious. And that's good. Now, it may feel unsettling, or you may feel betrayed as we learn things, or we find out things, or we unearth things that are unsettling. They're still part of our psyche and part of our collective experience. So it's important that we process them and look at them. And that's how Jupiter is going to help the situation, by illuminating what's down there. What else? Venus will be going in there probably the second week. I think it's around the 9th of the month. Venus is the sort of love, beauty, relationship, value energy moving into Scorpio. So that can have a lot of us feeling amorous or horny, whichever way you want to look at it. What else is in there? Mercury's in there for a bit, but then moves on to Sagittarius. And Mercury is a very fast-moving energy, intelligent, communicative, and that's moving into the 9th house, Sagittarius, which is about travel. So you might have an instinct to learn, and learning, actually, education and truth-seeking. So you might have this all lends to people wanting to expand their consciousness. You might want to learn more about a culture or take a trip to another country. It's that kind of energy. Now in Pisces, we still have Neptune in retrograde, but it actually is going to go direct on the 21st, which is big. It's been retrograde a long time. So there's been a lot of emotional energy. And there's going to be more emotional energy this month and high intense emotional energy. But take it with a grain of salt. Remember, it's all really about finding out about things that we don't want everyone else to know necessarily. So there's a knee-jerk reaction to be intense about it. But understand it's all part of us. It's all part of us and our healing. And then the other aspect, which has also been retrograde in Pisces for a while, is Chiron, the wounded healer. So this is also looking back at those old motivations. There is a lot this month, which is the nature of Scorpio season. We're in Scorpio season. A lot of looking into the past, investigating, upturning stones, looking into the shadow world, illuminating nooks and crannies that perhaps have had motivations and feelings hidden, and then bringing those to light so we can heal them and integrate them into ourselves so that we're whole. There's no part of ourselves we don't like or hide. Okay? I think that's it. There are 2 lunations of import. The first one's already occurred. It was the full moon in Taurus on the 4th of November. The second one is the new moon in Scorpio on the 18th of November. That's a Saturday at 6:42 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the 4th quarter of Scorpio. And I think that's all I have to tell you astrologically. So let's get into your reading. I'm going to be doing a 3-card pull based upon the supernal triangle. So this is the top 3 sephira of the Tree of Life. If you follow the Kabbalistic Tree of Life, this would be Keter, Hokmah, and Binah. If you follow the Kemetic Tree of Life, this would be Amenasur, Tehuti, and Sekert. If you follow Jungian theory, this would be superconscious, conscious, and subconscious. And that's the analogy I'm going to follow. And this is the Thoth deck, which was the deck that Lady Frida Harris designed and painted with the help of Aleister Crowley. Really beautiful deck, really chock full of symbolism. Kemetic, occult, Kabbalistic, collective unconscious symbolism, just the human experience. The spiritual person in the human experience. What's going on with Leo? November 2017, fixed fire sign, ruled by the sun. What does Leo need to know for November 2017? King of the jungle, queen of the jungle, non-declared of the jungle, leader, mottos, I will. Sun is in the underworld right now. North node in their sign. What's going on with you, Leo? November 2017. Holy Hecate, cosmic soul, creatrix of the universe, Titaness, God. Hecate, what does Leo need to know for November 2007? Thank you. Whoa. First one was the world in reverse. In the conscious mind, we have completion, 4 of Wands. And the subconscious mind, we have prudence in reverse. Prudence is the 8 of discs. That's the sun in Virgo, I believe. So it's your ruling planet in the sign of Virgo, which restricts it a bit. But it's an important energy, the prudence card, the 8th. So let's get into what we have here. Superconscious or spirit source or God is telling you and advising you that there's a delay in moving on. Part of the nature of Leo is it is a fiery, expansive, positive energy. Sometimes prudence is something that's called for. So super consciousness or God energy is advising you that if there is, and apparently there is, some milestone that you're wanting to cross or that you need to cross, some next life step in life, next stone in life that you need to step on, or phase of life that you need to enter, there's going to be a delay in that until you start applying prudence. So This is the Prudence card. It's the 8 of coins or discs, which is about the manifested world, money, health, things like that. And the thing that worries me with this is health. Your conscious mind is you feel everything's stability. And again, that's your positive nature. You don't think the glass is half empty. You just assume it's half full. That's probably why you're very successful. However, in this instance, because this is a major arcana, this kind of worries me that this is health related. Leo also lives from the heart, and it is the Tifereth in the Kabbalistic tree of life, or Horus, Heru, in the Kemetic tree of life, the center, the sun, not just the S-U-N, but the S-O-N, Christ, whatever. It is here, and it's very much in the heart. So if you haven't seen a cardiologist, or if you've had heart palpitations, or if it's been a while, if you're getting headaches, I am kind of urging you to not ignore it and to show some prudence. Subconscious is telling you you're not showing prudence. And this is major arcana, which means life lesson. So it seems kind of important that if it's been a while since you've been to the doctor and you're having any of those symptoms, like stress headaches, you know, the kind that make you feel like you have a baseball hat on too. Like you have an elastic around your head, like here around your head, the crown of your head. That's not a good sign. If you're feeling palpitations or flutters in your heart, that's not a good sign. If there's going to be cardio issues, it is something that it's kind of like, as Capricorns, I know that we have issues with our bones. Leos will have issues, cardiac issues, heart issues. So it's really important, if you're feeling any of those, that you see a doctor. And even if you're not experiencing any of those, if it's been a while since you've seen a doctor, go see a doctor. This is pretty clear. You're going along as if everything's fine, but it seems pretty important that you make sure you're taking care of yourself. I keep saying cardiac because it is the start of life and the end of life. It's the battery kind of. So if you are, and because it's so much a part of your nature, Leo, my concern is that you are ignoring something that's very important. Yeah. So if it's not cardiac related, it feels like it's health related. You need to take care of it. It could be your stress levels as well. Although you probably thrive on stress, which you do. You love energy. That's what makes you wonderful. But it can also take a toll on your body. So just make sure that you're employing balance. And taking care of yourself. That's what I'm getting at here, is take care of yourself. See the doctor, see your nurse practitioner, go for a checkup if it's been a while. If there's nothing really going on that's wrong, check in with yourself in terms of calmness. Are you getting enough sleep? Things like that. Okay, I hope that helped. I don't think it needs any clarification. It's an issue where watch out for your health. I will leave it at that. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you would like a personal reading, again, these are general readings, so although this feels very specific, if it didn't resonate with you and you'd like something personal to you, feel free to email me at mimimemes@hotmail.com. You can find that email address in the description box below the video. Elsewise, I will see you for the new moon in Scorpio. And if not, then I will see you next month for the new readings. I hope this helped. I hope you enjoy the rest of November. You take care, Leo.